Hello and welcome back. Since my last video, I have had another baby, making this our third. So I just want to give you guys a review on this Evenflo Shyft car seat stroller. This was really the only big purchase that I made for this pregnancy. Being the third baby, I just knew that this was going to be something that would really make our lives a little bit easier with the chaos of having 3 kids. So today I just want to go over everything that I really love and just kind of tell you guys some of the things that might be cons for you while you're making a decision on if this is something that you want to purchase. Yes, it is quite an investment considering the price point. It goes from $4.99 up to $700. So depending on which, which style or which level you decide to go with. So this one here is the Evenflo Shyft Gold. This one came with the tote, the little adaptive tote bag that goes on the back side, and I'll get into that and show you guys in a little bit. This one here cost $599.99, so right at $600 plus tax. When you go onto the Evenflo website, it has a pop-up to sign on sign up with your email, which will give you discounts and text messages that send you a discount code, and we actually got 20% off of ours. So it works for, I'm not sure if it works for everything, but they do send me I still get almost daily or every other day text messages with different codes or different sales that they're having. So make sure to look into that so that you can get a little bit of a better deal if you're looking into making the purchase. The one reason that I got this, that I really liked this one compared to the competitor Duna, was because you do have the option of being able to take off the wheels. When you connect it to the car seat adapter, the car seat base, you're able to pull it, just lift up out just the car seat. So but you cannot take the wheels off without that car seat base. They won't, it just doesn't work. If it does, I haven't figured out how. So that's something to keep in mind. So that was one thing, like I said, that was one of the big reasons. The other big thing was the car seat handle. The stroller handle is a little bit taller on this one. Also, a deciding factor on these is that these do come in different colors. So I know the Duna, I think you can get it in a couple different colors, but this one does have a pretty good selection, and I really just liked the gray color that it comes in. It's kind of a popular thing, and then of course I loved the leather handle. The higher end one, I believe, is the only one that comes in the white bottom. The lower end, like the 400 range, the 499, is a black bottom. I'm not sure which price the bottom changes. I'm not sure on that. The other thing that this one has is the SensorSafe buckle that goes across their chest. Now, it connects to your phone. It's not really something that I've played with a lot, so I can't really tell you how I can't really tell you exactly how it works. I did have it connected, and I actually unconnected it because I'm not sure that it was connected properly, or if there's a way to change the settings. I need to mess with it a little bit more. So it was sending me constant notifications, like warning me that the baby was still in the car when I had him out with me. And then also, like, if you were to take the baby out of the car seat and leave the car seat in the car for some reason, you're gonna keep getting the notifications as well. Like I said, I think that I just really need to play with that a little bit more and change maybe some of the notification settings for it. Not only does it do the SensorSafe for like leaving the baby in the car, but it also tells you the temperature of the baby's car seat, like inside the car seat, which I really love considering we're in Arizona and it gets to be extremely, extremely hot. That's gonna be a really nice feature. Another thing is this car seat goes from 3 to 35 pounds. And that is a pretty good range considering that you're paying a good penny for it. You're gonna wanna get as much life out of it as you possibly can. And with this one you're actually able to pull up and extend this headpiece here so that it'll fit the baby a little bit longer than said competitor. You're not able to do that. So that's also nice with this one. It gives you just a little extra life out of it. Yeah, and really he's very cozy. I mean, obviously he takes a pretty good little nap in here. He's comfortable, so that's always something to keep in mind. Now with this car seat, I will say a con is when I first pulled it out of the box, it was very difficult to figure out how to get it opened and closed. I'm not a direction reader by no means. I usually kind of just toss those to the side, which I did, and I had to pull them back out because I just wasn't getting it to be I just wasn't getting it. So I pulled the directions out and I read them and I'm like, okay, I'm doing those things, and it just didn't seem like it was working, and it really just was difficult. So the first month of using this car seat, like I said, from the beginning, from pulling it out of the box, I really wasn't sure because of how difficult it was, even empty, of getting it opened and closed. And so I was constantly trying to open it and close it, trying to get it to just kind of break in a little bit so that it wouldn't be so rough once the baby was in it, because I was like, surely that's going to disrupt a baby's nap if it's that rough when I'm trying to get it open and closed. So I would recommend maybe trying to do that as well, which it might have just been mine, I'm not sure, but it is better now after, like I said, after about a month of using it. So you're gonna pull that same lever to put the car seat down, and then when you are folding up the wheels, you're gonna do a little bit of a tilt and like drag it to get the wheels down, okay? So you're gonna kind of tilt and then down, okay? And then you'll hear that click and then you'll know it's down. So that was the main thing that was really, really rough at the beginning. It was just like, I felt like I was like trying to slam down the car seat, like just really having a tough time getting the wheels down. But like I said, it did get better. So if you're having that problem, honestly, just keep going and it should get better. And then to get it back up, you pull that top handle and that pulls up the wheels. And that is pretty smooth. That I never really had any issues. And then that same top handle is the one you're gonna pull if you're trying to get the car seat out of the wheels in the adapter. So if you're just trying to release those wheels, that's the handle that you're gonna pull, and then it'll just lift right up out of them. And then something else to keep in mind is that when you have this in stroller mode and you got the handle up, you're not going to be able to fold it down. So you have to, or move these, you can't move it up or down either. So to be able to move the handle, you have to push it all the way down, make sure that they click, because they'll sometimes not click all the way in. So make sure that it's clicked all the way in. And then you can push this up that way if that's easier for you to lift it in and out of the car. So this item is on the heavier side, but you do have to remember it is a 2-in-1. You're getting the stroller and the car seat together. So obviously to be able to get all of that in one, it's gonna be more bulky and just way more. You're not gonna be able to really get away from that. I think they've done a pretty good job of keeping it on the lighter side and still making it very, I mean, the wheels are great. It really moves around well. Steering wise, there's no complaints in that department at all. I haven't had any issues. We had a GMC Yukon, and getting it in and out of the back seat, it was tight. I always had him on the passenger side so that we had a little extra room from the front seat, but it was, I mean, getting him in and out through the door was tight, and I felt like I was always struggling to fit him in and out of the car. So getting them in and out of a vehicle, that's definitely something to keep in mind and consider. If you have a higher vehicle that you're going to be trying to get them in and out of, it's definitely going to be more difficult. Another thing as a pro and a con, the visor here is great, but the con with the visor is when you pull it up, it actually hits this handle here and gets stuck. So if you are trying to open it up, you have to actually push down on the visor and like slip it underneath that. I'm not sure if they did that on purpose to like be able to hold it open for some reason, but I mean, it stays open on its own by itself, I think. I don't think that that would really be necessary. So really, so far, I've just noticed that that's more of a con for me. It's really just kind of a pain to have to like mess with it every time I go to open it. And then it does have this extended visor option to be able to open it further with this zipper. And it's just netting here. So really this is probably better for in the summertime so that you are able to get a little bit of air to the baby and also cover them from the sun. So that's very nice. One of my cons here is the actual strap holders here. They are magnetic little pieces. I'd say they're maybe about the size of a dime. They're not very big. They're just little round magnets right here. And for the longest time, I honestly couldn't figure out how to even use them because I thought that, I don't know, I thought I was just missing something. And then one day I finally was really looking at it, and it is this. It's just these tiny magnets. So every now and then I can actually get them to hook, but usually even if they do get hooked, they don't stay. So it's very, honestly, more of a headache to try and get them to actually latch on and grab right there than to just get them out and not worry about it. So really I would like to see that get improved on a next one. Hopefully they'll do a little bit better job with those because right now they're kind of just useless. Okay, so here is the tote that goes with this. Now I honestly love this. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it or if I was really gonna use it much when I first got it, but we went on a little trip and had all the kids with us, me and my friend, and we were able to just throw all of our water bottles. I threw a couple diapers and wipes and, just the necessities in here, and we were on our way, and I didn't have to worry about anything, and it was still light and small and really just very practical. So it goes on here really, really quick and easy. You just slip it on, it hooks easy on both sides. And then it has, as I say, easy. So it just slips on both sides. So I think they've maybe changed this a little bit, but this one has the magnetic option here, so you can just open it with the magnet and the zipper on the other side. So it has a pretty good little pocket though, and you're able to get really a pretty good amount of stuff in here, and it doesn't feel like it's unsturdy or gonna fall over or tip over or anything. So this is honestly something that I'm very happy that I went ahead and got. And these do not come with the stroller. These are just little stroller hooks that you can buy off of Amazon. And I just have them, so if I need to, I don't know, hook something like my keys or something, I'm able to just hook them on here. And then see, I have his toy, that way it doesn't get dropped on the ground. So overall, I absolutely love this stroller car seat by Evenflo. It is really the most practical item I think that we own, and it really does just make life with multiple kids very easier, I should say. The everyday errands that we have to run in and out of the car, taking sister to school, being able to do running into the grocery store, things like that. Just being able to have this with us at all times just makes it a little bit easier, smoother for those trips. Sisters are able to push him since it has the low handle, which they absolutely love. They are so helpful. Lets me have some open hands when we're at the grocery store. I can just run in, we can just grab what we need and get out. Okay, so just a couple things while you're watching me break down the stroller here a few more times. I just wanted to mention the cup holder that comes with it. It's not super sturdy, but it'll get the job done if you have just a simple water bottle or something. It'll definitely hold that. And then also just make sure that you use the brakes on this. The wheels do work well. You know, it's not like if you stop pushing, it's going to stop going. So make sure you use those brakes. There's one on each side of the wheel, or each side, there's a brake. Yeah, so overall, I absolutely love this stroller, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody, and definitely to mamas that have more than one child. I think that this is just a very practical item to have, and I think you would absolutely love it. So thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.